Alright, hey guys. I'm just gonna show you a little bit about how to use the Mac. So, just the basic features, obviously. First, here is your what tells you. You've obviously got your about, your software, the App Store. The system preferences is basically like that's when you click on computer on Windows, and that just takes you to your all your different aspects. Um, the dock, this is this here. Underneath here, this is just shows all your different apps that you can open and stuff. So here you have obviously your sleep, restart, shutdown as well, and your log out window. So that when you just click on the Windows icon on Windows and you have the same options, this is just up here in a different corner. Finder, this is basically your documents. This holds all your files, applications, desktop, what's on your desktop, so it'll show you all about what's on your desktop, your documents that you have, and obviously your downloads. Safari is basically Internet Explorer, so it's just the Mac version of Internet Explorer. Your Launchpad, this is a new feature. This just shows you all your apps pretty much that you could have on your dock, but instead if you don't want it on your dock, you just leave it in here in the Launchpad. Then you have your mail, so you just pretty much your mail. To open that, you just click on it, and that'll take you straight to all your emails that you need to read. You have your contacts. These you can sync with all your Apple devices, like iPhone, iPad, iPod. You can sync them all. Calendar, that's pretty self-explanatory. That's all you do is you just open that up, just click on it, and this just shows you all of your dates of the year. You can put certain events. You can have your daily calendar, week, month, year, so you can see. Yeah, so basically that's just your calendar. Here you have your notepad. What this does is just allows you to write specific notes that you want. So here I've just written a YouTube video that I'm wanting to watch. Your maps. If you click this, you can view a location if you have a good internet connection. So this is just this just allows you to view a location and stuff. Like so, if you just click on it, I'm connected to the Ethernet cable. So that's what allow you just do. Okay, and basically what Maps does is that you can just find your location on the map. So I'm all the way over here. We're all over here. You can see you can find your position here in Harare, and obviously you guys over here, Mozambique. So this is just iMessage. This is just a feature on Mac that you can use just to message. Well, this is actually you connect all your devices and stuff to use iMessage. So it's a free way of messaging all iPhones and iPads, whatnot. FaceTime, this is just using your camera. So up here, it's just using your camera just to have conversations with other people that have Apple devices as well. Photo booth is pretty much, these are just your funny pictures that you can get and whatnot. iPhotos, where you store all your photos that you take. You can put all your photos from your iPhone, iPad, iPod, everything onto one app. This just holds all your music. This is iTunes. iBooks, this has all your books that you buy online, and this is a new feature on Mac. Obviously your App Store, where you can get all your apps, so that's where you get all these iMovies and applications from. System preferences is just your settings on your computer. So you can So you can just log on and see all your system preferences. To change your desktop picture or whatever, You can just go change desktop background if you want. Yeah, so that's, you can just right click there. And you're just going to show desktop background. Yeah, so then you have all of your different system preferences here. Energy saving settings to save battery on your computer. You have accessibility, which means you can just tweak different settings on your Mac and make it better, or just to make it how you want it to be. Your dock, that's what I've explained already. This is just this here down here. Your mission control, this is the F3 on the keyboard. F3 on the keyboard, so that just allows you to go switch through desktops. And then if you hold down control and use the directional buttons, you can switch to your desktops that you want. To obviously want to create a new desktop, so you have desktop 1, 2 and 3. If you want to delete one, you just click this little X here. And if you want to create a new one, as soon as you slide off your original desktop, and here you see this one pops up here. What you do is you just click that one, and this is your new desktop. Alright, so you can just click again and again, and you can create as many as you want. This here is your widgets, so if you want to add any, you can just come here, and you can see if you want to add the world clock onto your widget notifications, you can just click on that. You can drag and drop. So yeah, this here, you can see all the latest news. You can track your flights. Unit converter, so that's just your, if you want to convert money, so if you convert here currency, then you can search all the different currencies here. So you have all that's here. The euro, so if you type in 11 US dollars, it comes up with 10 euros, and so yeah. That's just pretty basic tutorial on how to use your Mac. Hi guys. Today I'm going to show you how to use Photoshop on a Mac. So what you want to do first is you want to come up here to File and click on the Open folder. I have my photos in Downloads, so if you have your photos in your Photos folder, you can go there. Just select your picture that you want, and it should pop up on your window. So the first tool I'm going to show you how to use is the Move tool. The Move tool just basically allows you to just click and drag your photo that you want in your different places that you want it to go in the window. So for instance, like that. Right. This here, if you don't want to see your first layer on your computer, you can just click the little eye icon next to your layer. So whatever that's. The next tool I'm going to show you is how to use the marquee tools. These just allow you to select a portion of the image that you want, and then everything in this area will only be selected, like will only be affected by the effects that you use. So if you go to Paint, which is this one here, this brush tool here, and just make sure you select the right layer. So your background, you want your background, and you can just change your color up here. So if you want it to be red, you can just color it in like this, and this will only the area. So if I go out of the box, nothing gets affected. If you made a mistake or anything, the easy way to delete it is just Command Z, just to undo what you've done, and Command D allows you to deselect the box. The elliptical marquee tool, this just allows you to draw circles, or perfect circles-ish, and then this just basically does the exact same thing. It just allows you to just draw a circle, and everything in the box gets affected, nothing outside the box. these two here aren't really, they're not used that much, so I'm not going to show you those. The lasso tool allows you to draw a perfect, or a hand drawn circle all the way around that you want to select. So just like that, and everything that you have selected is going to be inside the circle here. And the same applies as when you color it in like this. Nothing outside those lines will be affected. The polygonal lasso tool just allows you to make more of an accurate selection. So it allows you to draw lines where you want to select your, or straight lines where you want to select on the portion of the image you want. And this has the same effect as well. The magnetic lasso tool is basically the same thing. It just helps you to outline the edges of the place that you want. So if you go around the rim of this tire, you can just see how it outlines the rim right on the edge. And the same applies as well. You can just draw that. Nothing outside gets affected. The quick selection tool, this just allows you to quickly select quick portions of your image that you want to. So it'll select fine movements outside line here. The magic wand tool helps you select like normal, so if you want specific like the same colors that you want, this will help you to quickly select it. So as you can see, it's selected all the black parts of the image, and it's left out all of these colors here. So that's just easier to use. And you see it's selected the same contrast of color here, the yellow. So that's how you use that. The crop tool is pretty self-explanatory. This just allows you to move your image how you want it. So if you want just to show the wheel, you could just crop that. You see, so if you just want to show the wheel like that, and then you could just, if you just want to quickly unselect it, you just click there and you say either crop the image, which just shows you the wheel here, or if you've made a mistake, you just click Command Z and that'll undo your crop. Alright, and the way these options are shown out, if you just right click or you hold down, and this just gives you the options here. You can just right click and then you can see the options. The perspective crop tool just allows you to select certain parts of the image that you want, but it can allow you to bend parts of the image that you want it to be shown. So this just allows you to make a finer crop image of the proportion of image that you want. Right, so the slice tool is pretty much exactly the same as the crop tool, so I'm not going to show you that. The eyedropper tool just allows you to quickly sample the image, the colors that you want. So if you want to color the rim, if you want to color the rims of the tires here, this color here, the red, all you do is you just click and the color sampler should just sample it, and it should show up here the color that you have. And if you want to do that, all you do is you just go to the paintbrush tool again and you can just color in there. That'll give you the same color. These aren't really necessary. These don't really get used a lot in in Photoshop. Just the color sampler tool just allows you to sample different colors that you want. So all of these, see, and I said you can't create more than 4, obviously. So you can just remove those. Alright, the next few tools I'm going to show you are the spot healing brush tool. What this does is this just allows you to sorry, not the spot healing brush tool, the healing brush tool here. This just allows you to select parts of the image that you don't want. So if you don't want this like little flame here, you can just draw over that. Just hold on. So like that. So that's just an easy way to get rid of parts of images that you don't want. This is good for like people's faces. If you don't want things on their face, you can just make it just disappear like that with the spot healing brush tool. The healing brush tool is pretty much the exact same thing as the spot healing brush. And the red eye tool. So this is really common in. So if you take a photo of your family and one of them have those red eyes, those demon eyes that they have, all you do is you just find the crosshairs, so right at the center, and you just click on the middle of the pupil, and that should just instantly get rid of it. And this I've been using throughout the tutorial. This is the brush tool. This just simply allows you to just color in your image that you don't want, or just allow you just to paint on your image. The pencil tool, this allows you to just draw more jagged sort of lines. As you can see here, obviously red and red don't go, so I'm just make it black here, and then you can just clearly see right on the screen here what I've been doing. It allows you more jagged lines, just outlines of your image. Just get rid of that. The color replacement tool and the mixer brush tool aren't really necessary in this video. Not many people use them, so I'm not going to show you these. The clone stamp tool and the pattern stamp, this just allows you to, so if you've got a pattern going on in your image, like you see for instance these flames across the car here, if those are like a pattern that you want, you can just clone it and you can keep using it throughout all the images that you want. The history brush just allows you to like paint over something, and then it will show your previous work on what you've done or what you've covered up. So say for instance before these flames are here, maybe I drew on the car here with pencil, and if I got the paintbrush tool and I just painted over that, it would show the lines again. The erasers tool is pretty self-explanatory. This just allows you to erase your image. So this just allows you to just erase whatever you don't want on your image. So obviously I don't want that because yeah, I haven't done anything wrong so far. The gradient tool, this just allows you to have this. You can select it. This just allows you. So if you just click or drag, this will have so it can have a gradient on your image. So for instance, you can choose different ones. So if you can go out to in, so you can see the image starts here and it goes out into the white. And you can just select all different gradients that you want. So if you select here, see, you can see it starts there from the top and it goes out. The blur tool, this just allows you to sort of blur out all the jagged edges that you don't want. So let me just open another picture for you. Let's just go with a Cartoon Network image. So blur image, you can just blur it up a bit. Might not be able to see it that well in this image. You see his face is blurring up a bit. So if I click and drag here and I just draw a little bit, you can see her face is blurry, start to being blurred up, and that's what the blur tool does. So if you just want to smooth images over a bit, or you have jagged edges in your images, you can just smooth them over. The sharpen tool, what this does is the exact opposite. So you can see how this little guy's face is really blurry. So what this does, this just allows you to clear it right back up into the image now. But it does have a little effect where it does increase the contrast. So you see, and this can happen same here. See, the face getting a little bit lighter. The smudge tool is pretty self-explanatory. This just allows you just to smudge images that you don't want. So you see, you can just see how I'm smudging the image right now. So if you just want to smudge something and make it, or transition water with clouds or something like that, that'll allow you to do that. The dodge tool just allows you to lighten up images. You can see how it lightens up a bit there. I don't think you'll be able to see the effects as much as I can, but you can just see it lightens the image a bit. The burn tool does the exact opposite. This just darkens the image. As you can see, that green is getting darker. You see at the back. So you can see how it's getting a lot darker at the back there. The sponge tool, this doesn't really allow you to do much, so I'm not really going to go over that in detail. The pen tool, what this does is this allows you to make curves in your images. So if you want like that, see, you can see how I'm making curves in my images like this. So it just helps a lot. The pen tool can be complicated to use. You can make perfect shapes with it, but it is definitely complicated to use. And now let me just get rid of this now. There you go. The T just stands for text. So the computer's just being a little bit slow. So you can have horizontal. So this just allows you just to draw a box, and you can just type whatever you want in there. But you obviously have to change the colors of what you want. So this just allows you to, you can see how you can just manually see it over there. Just increase the image a bit, move to 60. You can see it'll appear now. It is a bit slow, I apologize for that, but that's what you can do with your text. That obviously allows you to do horizontal. Then you have your vertical. You have your vertical type tool, which just allows you to draw these vertical type letters here. So that's just exactly the opposite of the horizontal tool. This is just the path selection tool. So if you want to select a path for your image to follow, or so as you can see, it says you could not select the layer because the point you clicked on is not inside the vector of the mask. So all you have to do is just you have to select your layer that you want, and then obviously you can select your path that you want. So I'm going to go ahead and click my background. The rectangle tool, the ellipse tool, this is just basically the same as following these tools up here, the polygonal tool and whatnot. So I'm not going to go over those in too much detail. And that should conclude my video. These aren't really important. This is just your color sampler here. As I described before, you can just select your eyedropper tool, and you can just select the image that you want here. See, so this is about a little bit orange here, and this should appear in this here. So yeah, it's red here. If I just click on the yellow here, should change here to yellow. See how it displays orange, and now it's orange. Alright, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next.